Hello everyone, I'm Anime Freak and welcome to the video. Whoa, today's episode of Dragon Ball Super was awesome. Episode 80. Today's fight was Lavender versus Gohan. I wouldn't say that this fight was as good as Majin Buu and Basil, but we did get to see Gohan shine in this episode. Kinda. Now, when Gohan went into this fight, I was assuming that he was using his ultimate form, because that form is, well, Gohan's ultimate form. And then Lavender and Gohan starts their fight, and Lavender poisons Gohan and blinds him. A cheap move, but it was effective, until Gohan adapts to it. Gohan obviously can't sense him, nor can he see him, until he starts listening to find Lavender, and he starts beating Lavender. It works so well that Lavender starts flying in order to deceive Gohan, so now Gohan can't hear his footsteps. And to be honest, I didn't really think that Lavender could fly, but I guess I was wrong. One of my favourite parts in this fight is when Gohan refused a senzu beam from the Supreme Kai. It was noble, and to be honest, if Gohan was to go ultimate, I'm pretty sure he would kick Lavender's ass, even if Gohan was blind, deaf, and he couldn't sense Lavender's energy. Some people have been saying that Gohan can put his Super Saiyan forms on top of his ultimate form. I sort of question this, but we'll have to wait and see. Gohan goes Super Saiyan in order to keep up with Lavender, and that works until the poison inside Gohan starts to accelerate thanks to the Super Saiyan form. It's spreading throughout his body very fast, and to be honest, that's actually pretty deadly, because if Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan went against opponents like Lavender and poisoned them, and they went into their Super Saiyan forms, then the poison would spread very, very fast for each form they take. And since Lavender can't be heard, Gohan starts using his Super Saiyan form in order to find Lavender. I think his Super Saiyan aura is like some sort of radar, which is pretty damn clever in my opinion. Not only is Super Saiyan a nightlight, like we saw in Z, but he's using his aura as a radar. I'm not really sure how that works, but it was effective. But again, poison was accelerating in his body and Gohan was in serious pain. But Gohan pushed his way to his absolute limit. I mean, seriously, couldn't he just like go Super Saiyan 2 and just beat him? I mean, Super Saiyan 2 is twice more effective than Super Saiyan 1. But on the other hand, I think this fight was more of a test for Gohan to see how he fares in a fight. Gohan grabs Lavender from behind and slams him into the stadium floor. Lavender's knocked out, and Gohan is the last one standing. He shouts, "I won," and then falls down. And then the Grand Priest says, "It's a tie." And I'm like, what? No, it ain't. Gohan was the last one standing. I mean, come on, it was crystal clear that Gohan won that match. It was crystal clear that Gohan was the last one standing. But I'm guessing that the Grand Priest wanted it to be a tie, so the fighting could continue. If I remember correctly, it was a 2 out of 3 match. So I'm assuming that he's trying to make Zeno happy. But before the next fight could continue, the Grand Priest said that Zeno has evaluated all of the 12 universes, mortal level. Now, I really don't know what this means. I mean, does it mean power level? Does it mean in high-tech technology? Or does it mean as in civil? Or does it mean the number of inhabitants in each universe? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Can someone correct me on this? And funnily enough, Universe 7's mortal level is second to last. And the very last universe is the universe that Universe 7 is fighting now. The Grand Priest goes on to say that Zeno said that there are too many universes and that the average score for the mortal realms is a 7, and those who are under the 7 level was going to be erased. And it's thanks to Goku's proposal that gave Zeno this great opportunity to show off fighters from other universes before erasing them. And as it turns out that Universe 1 and 12, 5 and 8 won't be participating in the tournament because their mortal level is over the 7 score. And it's thanks to Goku suggesting this universe tournament that one of the universes will be spared from being erased. And then Beerus starts bickering at the Supreme Kai for not doing enough work, which I have to agree because the Supreme Kai is a novice, that he hasn't learned a lot, and he isn't very good at his job. The elderly Supreme Kai knows what he's doing, so why can't he be the creator of worlds? Maybe it's because he's past his time and he's just passed the torch on to the younger Supreme Kai. I mean, seriously, the first time we saw the Supreme Kai in Z, he looked very ominous and very, very powerful. Hell, even Piccolo was afraid of him. But after knowing him from the tournament all the way to now, we can see that he is very incompetent. But on the other hand, Beerus has been napping and been destroying planets that has terrible food. So really, both of these guys, the Supreme Kai and Beerus, hasn't been doing their jobs properly. They don't work together, they just go ahead and do their own thing. And then the elderly Kai asks the Grand Priest what will become of the gods, and the Grand Priest says, all of you will all be erased, all except for the angels. And I was thinking, well, I mean, this is obvious because they are his kids. If some of you don't remember, Whis called the Grand Priest his father. So I'm going to assume that all of them, well, actually, most likely all of the angels is the Grand Priest's kids. Do you guys remember when we was told that the gods of destruction and the Supreme Kais have a life link together? Well, does that mean that the angels and the gods of destruction have a life link together? Because if I remember correctly, if a god of destruction dies, an angel goes into some sort of hibernation or something until another god of destruction takes their place, because all of the universe, including the gods, are going to be destroyed, well, erased, but the angels won't be. What is the mystery of the Grand Priest, and what exactly are the angels? What is the Grand Priest's plan? Something very shady is going on with the Grand Priest, and as we can see later on, Goku's like, okay, my turn next. It's like he doesn't even care if his universe gets erased or not, he just wants to have a good fight. And at the end of the episode, we see Goku preparing his fight with Bergamo. And then we see Goku and Bergamo fighting each other. And holy crap, Bergamo is a freaking giant. And then we cut to the hooded figure that was with the clown god of destruction. I mean, there wasn't really that much in this preview to actually talk about, but I'm thinking that the cloak person might actually play a bigger role in the next episode. This episode was good for me because we get to see Gohan fight ever since his fight with Frieza. And we got to know a little bit more about the god hierarchy, and this episode makes me want to know more about the Grand Priest. I give this episode a 8 out of 10. The next episode will be Goku versus Bergamo. And that's me done. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.